ที่รักธนพัฒน์คุณ
Hello everyone. Have you ever questioned about your lifestyle, especially about your accommodation? Today we are going to talk about the similarity and difference between living at home and home. It's about responsibility. The first type of responsibilities that I am going to talk is about housework. If you live at home, at least you will have to tidy your bed and share other housework with your maid. Similarly, if you live at home, you have to do the same one as well, except you have a maid. The second similarity between living in home and home about responsibilities is about expenses. You have to use money everywhere. You might have to pay a rent for accommodation, whether it is home or home. Moreover, you might buy something from online and pay it through home payment. You can buy it at Lazada or somewhere else in internet. The last responsibility is about time management. Whether you live anywhere, you will have to estimate time to be on task in time. You should wake up early to have time for bathing, transporting, and having breakfast. In conclusion about the similarity, living in home and home are similar in that dweller should have responsibilities about housework, expenses, and time management.
Hi. So now I'm going to talk about traveling, community, and expenses. First, let's talk about traveling. For traveling, living in dormitory have significant advantage over living at home. The main reason is that dormitory normally locate in the university or next to it. Because of this, traveling to the university from dormitory take just a few minutes and are not affected by the traffic jam. Why living at home? By living at home, normally takes more time, since the distance is greater, and there may be traffic jam that further increase time used on traveling. Next, let's move to our next topic, community. Normally, your community, when you live at home and at dormitory, are significantly different. At home, your community normally consists of your family and your neighbor, which is normally very narrow. While at dormitory, your community mainly consists of many students from different faculty and different background. This creates a wide and more diverse community. Another important topic here is expenses. For this topic, living at home have an advantage. Since most expenses could be covered by your parents, rather than having to use your own money. For example, your parents could cook food for you, eliminating extra costs on purchasing prepared food. In addition, most dormitories don't allow you to cook food in your room, which forces you to buy prepared food from somewhere else, increasing your costs.
First of all, I'm going to talk about facilities. There are many facilities necessary for daily life in university, such as sport complex, basketball court, swimming pool, canteen, and many other facilities. You have access to these facilities every day if you live in the university. On the other hand, if you live at home, there might be facilities near your home, but you may have to pay money for it. For example, if you want to play at fitness, you have to pay money. Now we're talking about food. For dormitory, it's easy to find food because there is a canteen right next to the dormitory. So you have a choice that doesn't need to travel, but the quality of food is not that great. On the contrary, you can either cook at home or find any restaurant near your home. So the advantage of living at home is that you have various food to choose. Now I'm talking about lifestyle. If you're living at home, you might have some rules that your parents made. So you might have a less freedom lifestyle than those who live in dormitory. Besides that, you're already responsible for rules that your parents made. So you don't have to be self-conscious about responsibility for all the time.
In this part, I will talk about the difference of recreational activity between at home and at dorm. Actually, the difference is type of recreational activity because it absolutely differs in the place to do. That is to say, if you want to do recreational activity, you must think first that that activity will proper with your place and do not offer some restriction. For example, you cannot cook a food in some dorm, but you can cook a food at home freely. Moreover, it is easier to do recreational activity at home, since it doesn't need to carry your roommate, which maybe need a book for exam or need some private area. On the other hand, if your friend has a free time to join your activity or love to do some activity together, you have more fun. Go to the next part, the risk. Well, the risk is near everyone, but many people overlook it. Do you ever think that you will be hurt by bad guys? So this part we will talk about the risk from bad guys at home and at dorm. First of all, when you are at home, you will be safe more than the dormitory because the dormitory is usually surrounded by strangers closely, door to door, which means if you just open the door, you will have a chance to get a risk from your neighborhood or thief. Different from security at home, if you have the camera or the friend dogs that will protect you and carry you from the danger. From the thing we might be talking, you can say that the dorm and home have both differences and similarities. In terms of similarities, dorm and home is similar in three ways of responsibilities, which is housework, expenses, and time management. And in terms of differences, dorm and home differ in many topics, which is traveling, community, expenses, convenience, facilities, recreational activity, and risks. Choosing dorm or home, you cannot truly tell what is best for you because it depends on each person, what you like, how you feel, or need it or not. So you must find yourself what you really want, dorm or home.
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Dacă nici așa nu-ți place, ia mai zboară în Panama. zile, zile, zile eu alerg chiar mile, 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 mile pe Maidan pentru tine, tine să-ți dau un dar cel mai de preț, dar fără niciun ban Ganja, iarba sunt inutile, tile numai tu știi, gheal să-mi dai aripile, pile în Jamaica sau în Chile, Chile inima face bom, bom numai pentru tine.